Howdy, Possum Patty here, and I'm back from my visit to the Cloak and Wand store. Isn't that fantastic? I stayed a long time in that store just looking around. And the only thing I did buy, though, were these wonderful three-dimensional stickers from the Harry Potter movie. But I do want to make a journal page to remember my trip there, so come on along. All right, I have my summer journal, the flower-shaped one. And there's lots of fun going on here already. Okay, so I started the page, and what I did was I took some material and just glued it to the background in the flower shape. Now, I bought this pack of Harry Potter material a while back, and it's got the characters, and it came together as a set, and I believe they were selling this at Walmart. And this is the Elder Wand, the Stone of Resurrection, the Resurrection Stone. I think in the Invisibility Cloak is what that stands for. And then there's one that just says Harry Potter, and there's one, I think it all came together. I love this one. This is the Marauder's Map. Monsieur Mooney, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs are proud to present the Marauder's Map. And then there's one that is Hogwarts. I think they still sell this at the Walmart. So I glued that down, and then I'm going through a carton of things in my magical basement. Specifically the Halloween / fall / October, September / November tub of things. And I found this carton that had 4 bottles of the Flying Cauldron butterscotch beer. Now this is what they drink in the movie, the butterbeer, at the inn called the Flying Cauldron. And I guess I saved the carton and drank the beer. And I cut out one of the panels, and I am gluing that down for a pocket, except for it was poking up, so I hope it stays down. I might have to let that set for a while. And I picked this material over the others because I thought the black and gold symbols just went really nicely with this black and sort of goldish label from the Flying Cauldron butterscotch beer. I'm gonna put some stickers on here. Wow, these are really puffy. I'm not sure which ones yet. I kind of like this Wizard's Welcome one. Wands at the ready. Ooh, I kind of like that one. Wands at the ready. I might put the Expelliarmus. I don't go looking for trouble. Trouble usually finds me. Platform 9 3/4. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is obviously I have to make something to put into the pocket. I'm going to make a journaling card. And I have to decide if I want to use more of the box to make a journaling card. Oh, this is interesting. Flying Cauldron, nestled deep into the forest outside Hogsbreath, England, the Flying Cauldron has been the main meeting place for good wizards for centuries. Butterscotch beer has been produced continuously on site for most of this time. One wall is completely covered with the many awards for their butterscotch beer, the oldest being from 1512. Giggle Potion. 1 ice cold bottle of our butterscotch beer. 1 scoop of premium vanilla ice cream. Chill down a nice beer mug in the freezer. Put a scoop of ice cream in the glass, then slowly pour the butterscotch beer over the ice cream. Watch out for an attack of delicious foam. All right, so I might cut these panels out. Like, oh, come on, get down. I might cut these panels out and use something on a journaling card. I also came back up with these napkins because I thought it went really nicely with that store. But I went ahead and did all this first anyway. But maybe this bottle. Yes, this bottle. I like the crow too, but that's not going to fit. I can make a journaling card with this bottle. The stickers are so puffy, they're going to have to go on the outside of the page, but as you can see, I haven't worked this through yet. So let me do some thinking. I got my background, I got my pocket, I like this. I have to figure out what sticker I want to put on here. I have to cut up some more cardboard to make a journaling card. I decoupage this on to it. And maybe just print out a picture and do a minimal amount of journaling. I had this piece of watercolor paper over there. I guess I took it out for something and cut it. I didn't realize this was cut. All right, so let me just run it through the slicer dicer. Oops. Oops. And so I'm going to put lots and lots of glue stick. Needs to go. Let me measure this. My pencil. I'm sorry, I'm off frame here, but I'm just putting a measure thing on there. So I'm going to put the glue stick at least to there. Kidding, I'll put lots and lots of glue stick. Paper has a texture, so it's kind of eating up the glue stick. Okay. Step 1. Step 2. Lie this down. And however it gets on there, that's how it gets on there. Straighten it out. Wow, is that crooked? When I just got the bottle on there. All right, let me trim this. Oh, you know what would be really cool if I cut the top. I'm measuring it against the pocket. If I cut the top, the shape of the bottle, then we'll lose my spider, but that's okay. So after making a nice straight edge, I'm going to cut that off. Cut that off. Make it nice and crooked. Possum perfect. Okay, it's getting smaller. It's getting smaller and smaller. It's the magical shrinking bottle. I could always make another one. Good thing I have an entire package of these napkins. I'm going to put some Mod Podge on here. And that will protect the napkin. And that looks pretty good. Ooh, I've got an idea for the eyes. Oh, sorry. I got an idea for the eyes. How's them sparkly eyes? I just glued those on so they have to dry. But I grabbed some Dollar Tree Bling Bling. I felt these were kind of small. I didn't want a teardrop, so I had to go with these larger ones. And I forgot to mention that these napkins were also from the Dollar Tree. But not this year, last year, the year before, probably last year. How's that? And on the back, I am going to put a picture, but I have to wait a moment because now these are very wet and they're sliding around. So put that aside. And I was working on making a second card to put on, you know, one of the flaps, okay? The one about the flying cauldron. So the first thing I did some experimenting off camera while you were window shopping back at the Cloak and Wand. And the first thing I did was try some black paper. This is very thin, like sketch paper. And it's kind of spooky. It's kind of cool. Came out in stripes. I don't know why. I was trying to get this effect where you can see the image, but it had the black in the background. I still might use this for something, but I decided not to use it for the journaling card for today. And then I grabbed a piece of this file folder, which is much heavier and solid black on this side. Now, I really love this. I did a few layers over the black. You can still see some of the black through there. It has some of that asemic writing on there. Now, if you're a follower of Janet Nash, she's been working on that. And that is just some writing that is illegible, okay? It's either scribble, scribble, scribble so you can't read it, or it's not even words. They just kind of look like words. Scribble, scribble looks like a word, but you can't read it. And that's in the background. And then I got the spiders, I got the bottle, I got the crow. And I love this. But you know what? It's almost not sticking to this plastic. And so I decided to do a third one. Now, I'm still saving this one, and I'm saving this one. I love this, but I know, still wasn't quite right for today. I'll put that away for the haunted house. So I did another one. This time I chose some scrapbook paper from one of the Michaels Halloween sets. And of course I picked the black and gold to match the page. I did glue down the flying cauldron on this side. And on this side, as you can see, I have some of the writing. I have the crow. I have the bottle. And I do love this one. So this is the one that's sticking. Oh, you know what? I got that black velvet ribbon in my Happy Mail yesterday. Let me find that. So this came in the Happy Mail from Leanne. And I had to hide it really well because you know who, Miss Titi, would love to get a hold of that. And I sort of made it a little uneven on purpose. But before I tie it in there, and I was at Walmart today and I picked up one of these Deco Color Premium, produces a rich gold leaf finish. I think that's what that says on there. And I wanted to try this out. I had just like a regular gold marker from the Dollar Tree. And I don't like the color of it at all. It's kind of greenish, tarnished. It's tarnished gold, not gold leaf gold. And I do have that gouache paint that I love, but I don't want to use gouache paint on everything. So I thought I would try a marker to do edging with. Gotta get the plastic off. And you gotta shake. And you gotta pump. Now this is supposed to be like a Posca pen. You gotta give it a little pump. It's coming. And here it comes. There it is. Ooh. Ooh, let's see how that dries. And what I wanted to do was the edge. Wow. Look at that. All right, let's try it. So some of this already has gold on the edge, but I'm thinking about doing that bottle too. And the other side doesn't have gold. So I'm not trying to make it even or anything, just put a little gold all around the edge. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? It stinks. See what it looks like when it dries. Okay, that's pretty much gold there already, isn't it? Okay. Come down this side. I want it to be like a little uneven-ish. Unevenish. And it's coming out very even, and that says something for the marker. Because I'll have to let this dry before I put the ribbon, or else I'll get it all over the ribbon. See, I wanted just a little gold on here. Again, this is Deco Color Premium. If I can find it on Amazon, I should link it below. If you love it, you just have to have it. You know how we love our art supplies. I tell people I'm not an artist, I'm an art supply collector. Trying to get the line a little thicker here. I wonder if I have to pump it again. help a little bit because I'm not pressing down on it, so I guess it ran out of juice. I Mod Podged that on there with just some regular matte medium, but you can use white glue mixed with water or Mod Podge. It doesn't have to be matte medium. Ooh, that is so lovely. Now I did both sides, so how do I put it down? Awesome, Batty. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. Trying to get it to shine in the light there for you. So let's go back to the bottle. The eyes are set there. I'm gonna do this in gold too. I left this side white so that I could put the picture, and I chose the Modern Witchcraft Guide to Fairies. I mean, there weren't just like spooky, scary stuff there. No, it wasn't that kind of a store. I mean, it had a lot of fun Harry Potter, you know, and then it had like Hocus Pocus, and it had Dungeons and Dragons, and it had Sorcerer's Apprentice. It had fairies and unicorns, and I'm trying to think of everything that was there. I'd have to look on my phone at the pictures to remember all of it. Was so much. I had like fortune telling and things like, it did have some cloaks and it did have some wands, and it did have stuffed animals like familiar, so you had your cats and things, and of course even a possum. And it also had like teapots and teacups and things like that. So this bottle turned out to be the perfect size for these pictures. These come from my Canon Mini Ivy portable printer that is awesome for journaling. This is rose gold. And it takes this paper called Zinc for zero ink. You take the picture with your phone, you run the printer with your phone. It's just an app, very easy to use. Put a good charge on this and you could throw it in your journaling bag and take it with you. Do your journaling on vacation. I cut the corners so that just makes it a little harder to peel. There you go. And I am just going to put this right in that bottle, because see how that is like perfect in there. And then I'm going to do my journaling right there. I did distress the edge a little bit. I wanted some black there before I put on the gold. See how that would look. It looked too clean anyway. It needed some black on there. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I didn't get much on this side. Okay, I can see myself using this on like everything. Ooh, don't put it down. I'll have to put on top of something to dry and then come back and finish up. Oh, I did find the package. It produces a rich gold leaf finish. I did take the gold leaf pen and put a little bit around the edges, and you will probably be seeing gold everywhere. I love it. I picked out 3 stickers to put on the page because 3 is the magic number. Wands at the ready, a sparkly Hogwarts, and Wizards Welcome. So the page is done. The journaling cards are done. Mr. Sparkly-Eyed Skull bottle potions. I found that black velvet ribbon that came in my happy mail from Leanne. I put the picture. And July 14th, 2023, a visit to the Wand and Cloak. Ooh, I should write down where it is, right? And I don't even think I told you where it was. It's in the old Mystic Village, Mystic, Connecticut. I can write that right here. Mystic, Connecticut. And if you've seen that movie, Mystic Pizza, yep, that's where it is. So I got my Modern Witchcraft Guide to Fairies. I love this little fairy here. And the napkin with the crow. Some more of that ribbon, some scrapbook paper. And from the soda bottle carton, all about the flying cauldron. So you know what that is there. And we're going to put Mr. Crow in first. And the potion bottle in second. And the page is done. And I've saved the scariest part for last. So if you'd like to say goodbye right now, that's fine. Otherwise, stick around. Thanks for coming along today. Bye-bye.